This man's name is Onoda Hiro, and I probably butchered that. He was a second lieutenant in the Japanese Imperial Army during World War II. He was stationed at Lubang Island in the Philippines. His orders were to destroy any way that the enemy, us, could come in. So he bombed the airstrips, burned some of the forests, and to never surrender, to never give up. Like if they were going to take him, they were going to have to kill him. World War II ended on September 2nd, 1945. Onoda Hiro didn't get the memo. Some people came to the island, and they told him the war was over, and he thought they were from the enemy, so he ran into the woods and he hid with about 3 other guys. And 3 years later, they decide that they need to come get him. So they fly over his island and they drop leaflets down. These leaflets say, "The war is over, you can come out, you can come home." But he doesn't. He stays in the woods. And what's bad about this is that not only did he stay in the woods, but he viewed the local police force as an armed resistance in his area. So he would fire on them. He thought that the people living there were his enemies, so they would destroy rice fields. So they were getting in firefights there on this island. And a couple years later, they sent notes from his family and pictures from his family telling him, "The war's over, stop. Just come out, come." And it says that he got with the 2 guys that were left because one died in a firefight and one surrendered. And he got with them and they looked at him and said they looked at him really close and they decided they were fake. That maybe his family was captured and so he stayed in every now and then going in and making raids. And then a young man who self-described, not me, if you know me, I'd probably agree with this, but self-described as a dirty hippie, okay, went out to this island to find him. He had written to somebody, he said, "I want to find Onoda Hiro, the Abominable Snowman, and Bigfoot in that order. This is who he wanted to find." And he found him. He started up a conversation with him, talked with him. He asked him what he would need to come out, and he said he would need his commanding officer to come out and tell him that the war was over. So the dirty hippie took off, went back to the government, said, "Bring out his commander." His commander had been out of the army, was a bookseller now, and went to him with a note that said, basically it said, "The war's over, you can come out." Finds him, gets it to him, he comes out. The World War II ended in September 2nd, 1945. He finally left the island on March 9th, 1974. Listen to me. He was fighting a war that had already been declared over. And he kept fighting. We are in a place right now where we are, where Jesus sets us free, that we do not have to fight a war that has been decided. 2,000 years ago, Jesus hung on a cross, and what did he say? He said, "It's finished. I've done enough. It's finished. The punishment is on me. I'm dead. I'm dying." And then when he rose again, he declared victory. We don't have to fight a war that's over. You don't have to justify yourselves anymore. You are free from that because Christ did it. Don't be the person hiding out alone in some wooded area maybe and saying, I'm gonna heap up my good deeds and then Jesus is gonna love me. If I do just a little bit more right than I do wrong, then God will accept me. That's a war that's been finished, done, and you can't win it anyways. It's for